Hey, I'm Alex. I'm a CPA with Stronghold Accounting, and if you're a creative agency owner, whether it's a branding studio, design studio, or marketing agency, knowing how to pay yourself the right way is very critical for staying in compliance with the IRS, but also minimizing your tax burden and keeping all those hard-earned profits. I'm going to tell you exactly the simplicity of how it works so you're equipped with that knowledge as a creative agency owner. So in terms of the way you pay yourself, there's two easy ways. Number one is a W-2 salary, and number two is distributions. Distributions is just a fancy way of saying sending money from your business account to your personal account. Whether that's through Zelle from your business account to your personal account, through a check or an ACH, a distribution is simply moving money from the business account to the personal account, of which you can spend anything for your personal lifestyle from the personal account. The second way of paying yourself W-2 salary is very similar to how you were paid as an employee if you've ever worked somewhere else. So you're actually going to run a salary for yourself through a Paychex, an ADP, a Gusto, just as if you were your own employee, right? So you're paying yourself a set wage on an annual basis, and they're going to withhold payroll tax, they're going to withhold benefits, everything, and you're going to get the net amount after that gross payroll amount. Now, the difference between distributions and W-2 salary is that payroll tax withholding. W-2 salary is going to withhold an amount of payroll tax, so you're contributing to that throughout the year, whereas distributions, if you distribute $1,000, you're getting that full $1,000 into your personal account, and the best part is distributions are not taxable. Even if you were to take a $100,000 distribution from the business to the personal account, none of that is taxable to you as a creative agency owner. So you might be asking, okay, Alex, so why wouldn't I just take everything as a distribution? Why would I ever want to pay tax on the payroll side? And the reason that is because the IRS says as an S corporation owner, which many of you are as a creative agency, you must pay yourself a reasonable W-2 salary. And by reasonable, that means what you would pay someone to take over your responsibilities in the business at a fair market value, whether that's $70,000 a year, $120,000 a year, that would be considered your minimum reasonable salary that you need to pay yourself. And then everything outside of that can be those tax-free distributions. Now, understanding what that reasonable salary is and getting the guidance over how much should I pay W-2 versus distribution is critical, because this also lines up into your long-term wealth planning in terms of your retirement accounts like a 401k. The 401k and your retirement plans are based upon your W-2 salary. So you need to be very careful what you pick as your W-2 salary and run some scenario analysis on what will give me the highest advantage in terms of keeping my hard-earned profit when I split between distributions, W-2 salary, and my retirement accounts. This is where tax strategy comes into place. To give you an example of what a difference in W-2 salary could make on self-employment tax, let's say you were paying yourself $120,000 in salary. So for self-employment, you're going to be taxed 15.3% on that, which is around $18,360. Okay. Now, if you were to change that 120 salary to, let's say, $80,000 or $70,000, at $70,000, the payroll tax you'll pay on that is around $10,710. So in terms of that $18,360 at the 120 salary versus the $70,000 salary, that yields a difference of $7,650 in additional payroll tax. And keep in mind, this isn't a one-time thing. This is every single year. Over the course of 5 years, that's $38,000 you're paying an additional payroll tax. That's how fast this can add up when you're not structuring your owner's pay correctly. If you're interested in keeping your hard-earned money and getting guidance over how to structure your W-2 salary versus your distributions, and also making sure it's in the right range for your retirement allocation, you can check us out at strongholdaccountants.com for a free discovery call to learn about your situation and see how we can help. For creative agencies, we help with the bookkeeping and tax strategy throughout the year, so you have the most optimal profit and you're keeping that hard-earned profit every single year. And thank you so much for your time.